Hello, my dear friends. Welcome to the channel. I'm so excited to be here today. My name is Amani. Of course, this is a Life with Amani. Of course, here we just dive deep into life experience and we try to develop some lessons from different life scenarios or events and see how we can learn from those and be able to navigate today's challenge in our daily lives. Are you ready for that? Of course. So, today we are talking about complaining. Of course, I'm not 70 years old or 80 years old, but I tell you the truth. I've been able to taste different kind of life and I understand what it means to be like poor in the community, to be a little bitter, to also be in a position to understand what it means to live a better life. Are you ready for this? I'm ready. So, if you feel like some lessons from this channel really help you grow, understand life more, understand how to navigate some complexity of life, I would be happy if you hit subscribe to the channel, share with your friends, and of course, tell us in the comment what you want to see more happening on this channel. So complaining takes away your ability to see the current opportunities. So this happens to many people. But I want to tell you the truth. Many people don't live their life complaining. They normally don't see the opportunities that are around them. This is what happens in their life experience. So while you're complaining, you don't have time to look at what is around you, the resources you have, the relationship you have, because you are so focused on someone else. Your efforts that you would have used to become a new version of yourself, that you would use to try to do something else, you don't have that energy because you are concentrating on someone else. The moment you try to complain about something, you are losing still the time, even the time that you would have used to do something else. You are losing it already because that time you used to complain is among the time that you would use for something beneficial. But this is what happens normally. So by the time you complain, you're not going to change something that has happened to you already. Because whatever has happened has just passed. It's now the past. So by the time you concentrate on the past, you know the past doesn't have to do anything with the future. So you are losing the current moment or the present. So by the time we don't have the present, it's pretty much you cannot prepare for something that is going to come in the future. So now anytime when you're sitting and you're going to complain about something, think about the opportunities that you have today that you would use and take advantage and be able to prepare a little better for the future. I remember by the time I was in school, and this happens to most of the students. So if you look back, most of the guys who used to be really complaining about things that are not going well, lost it so much. So they never finished high school. They couldn't go to university because they could focus their efforts on something that is going wrong. That is mostly what happens to people. In any kind of life, for any person, there will always be something that is not going well. So if you pay attention on that, of course it will even become bigger. You won't see anything because you will always see obstacles and see the reasons to why something is not going the way you expected. But if you want to really avoid this culture of complaining and be able to use your full potential for your success, you need to leave complaining behind and focus on taking advantage of the resources that you have. It is not like an issue that something will happen into your life and that thing will not be good. But the moment you focus on that bad thing, you have already forgotten that there is a million things happening around you which are really, really nice. I would give you an example. Maybe let's choose you don't have enough money. You cannot be able to buy food for today. You can't get enough. If you focus on just getting food and the fact that you don't have enough food today, you will not be able to see that there are other things going on in your life that are also nice, that are in your favor. So to tell you an example, by the time you are thinking like, I don't have food, someone has lost somebody, has lost a brother or a mother or a sister. Even if they would have that food you're claiming for, they would not be in a position to eat it. So if it is like that, don't you think that you should be really thankful to God that you are still alive and no one is mourning for you? That's already like a success. That's already a big thing happening into your life. So don't think like because one thing is going wrong, everything in your life is going wrong. I want to give you an example. I remember sometimes I would be in school and I fail. I'm not getting something correct. But I would not say like the whole schooling system, the whole like everything is screwed up. Rather, I want to see it as a challenge. Maybe I'm doing well, like I wasn't good in math. Maybe I'm missing something in that particular class. But how about geography? How about economics? How about other things? They're going well. So instead of always worrying about like when it comes to math, I don't have something to do, I'm going to really fail, I would have all of my efforts for something else great that I think like I didn't make it in math, but I should make it in economics. So I take advantage of the next thing coming into life. If I just see like I can't get it in the present. So that's the mindset that you need to build if you really want to avoid this culture of complaining, which normally doesn't help you focus on the big vision, on the future. So those people who complain a lot, they find all reasons to why something else is not working well into their life. They try to find a reason to why their failure comes from someone else, not from them. What is going to differentiate you from those who are failing and bring you in the category of those who are making it is how quick you avoid complaining. If you see something is getting intense, just say go away. Don't complain. Get used to what you can manage. If something you cannot be able to manage it is okay. Just say bye and move forward. Instead of complaining on everything, just choose a few things that you feel like this is what I want. Something else, even if it doesn't like really work for you, don't just complain. Because there is a million of other things that you can do. So that's the power of not complaining, rather complying. So you just cope up with the situation. You just move ahead with what you feel like this is possible. But you don't just, relax on the problem and you start complaining without looking for the solution. So what I would advise you, if you hit a challenge and you don't know exactly how it is going to be, don't just wait. Go ahead and act, because that's the best way. Don't just wait because you are not prepared, because you don't know. Everyone else might not know, and you're going to be the first person to just start it. So that's the big difference. So most of the people see a little challenge and they feel like, oh my God, it's over. And they start complaining a lot. Why are we here? Why God has been allowing this to happen to us? But that's not the case. What is happening is like, how would you avoid complaining so that anything you see becomes an opportunity for you? That's the question that I want to leave you with. So the next time when a challenge comes to you, don't just complain like, oh my God, this is wrong, this is wrong. Just to look around and find a way to solve that. In that way, you will be just moving forward, because complaining takes you downward into your life. Guys, I thank you so much. I wish you the best, and I'm ready for this.